The crowd. It's the baby. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Clean jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter lands. Just misses with that left uppercut. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Morales in that last round. Well, this is the time that Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. Where did that come from? Down she goes. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a...
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talking about Morales in that last round. Let's get it started in round three. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every switch.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up, and they figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Morales in that last round.
You're switching off.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The jab not finding its target. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Hold that thought! Herrera might be going down. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Barrera in that lap.
What do you do?
Time for the fifth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Unlucky to miss with that jab. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Morales is dazed. Talking about Morales in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
The straight right just misses. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. A perfect counter shot. Wasn't in the game plan. Morales goes down on the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The stamina is off the charts. Counter punch caught him clean. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Tried to score with a jab. very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice job blocking the hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
He misses with that jab. They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that. And we enter the ninth. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Beautiful counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good defense there on the left uppercut. Good counter punching. You don't want to trade shots. How about that time counter shot? I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that round. And here comes the 10th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. You couldn't ride a this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throws the jab, but does not score. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous